If you're new to aquariums, this is duckweed, and as the name suggests, it is a weed, and any plant that has weed in the name is one you're going to get a lot of. For as long as I can remember, I've put it on my lawn as compost, and in the garden I have put it in various places, including on my planters as a mulch and a bit of a fertilizer. It does work very well to keep moisture in the pots, and also seems to give them some nutrients that promotes flowering. Once you have duckweed in an aquarium, you'll probably have it for life, but it doesn't seem to harm other plants underneath, which is fantastic, and they can often grow quite thick and quite dense, even though it can be very dark under all that blanket of the duckweed on top. But where these aquarium plants are easy to remove, I can sell them online. The duckweed I'm always sort of stuck with, so I tend to just throw it away. But here's a new idea. This idea I'm going to share with you today because this, I think, is a good one. So I'm collecting the duckweed with my comb, and this can take a long time. Usually half an hour it'll take to get this amount of duckweed down to a manageable amount, and even then there's still going to be 5 or 10% left, which will start the whole process over again, and usually by a month's time this has to be repeated. Once it's out though, I can see some plants I haven't seen for a while. I've got a pink flamingo crypt and some bucephalandra, and that's nice to see. A lot of other plants also underneath there, and when you can see the other plants in the tank, you'll find there's not a lot of algae anywhere on them. The plants are all pretty clean, so I think that reducing and controlling algae is one of the benefits of duckweed in an aquarium. It seems to be a very healthy place to be when duckweed is growing crazy. Now where things start to get challenging is trying to get the small amounts of duckweed out. Getting great big clumps is easy, but getting small little amounts is hard. So I've tried some paper towel on the surface to see if that can catch it and pick it up, but not really very successfully. So back to the net. What I'm going to use is the water outlet flow of the filter that's pushing them on the surface, and see if that can just push them straight into the net. That'll be really easy just to hold it there and collect as they're all just pushed in. And that's working pretty well, so I'm pretty happy that for the leftovers, using the water outlet and the net, I am picking up lots of little bits pretty quickly, so that's worked, I think, really well. And now we have the fruits of our labour. We have a bag full of duckweed, and it's quite heavy. Let's just see how much I've got here. And bear in mind, this is the result of about 4 to 6 weeks of growing. 200 grams of duckweed. And now we have the new idea. The new idea is I'm going to mail this out in the post to a person I know who's got goldfish, and this is tremendous goldfish food. And the feedback that I've already been given from the previous time I gave this away is that the goldfish really got very active compared to previously when they'd had a feed on this duckweed. So this fresh veggie really did make the goldfish change their behaviour and get a lot more lively. So the owner of those goldfish was very excited if I could send them some more. So I've got plenty growing. I'll always have more growing. So I've now got somewhere to send this to be much more useful than just going out in the garden. It can be some yummy food for some goldfish who will get a bit of a veggie top up, and I'm sure it's very good for them. So there's an idea. Send it to a friend who's got goldfish.